students. Today we are going to see the next topic in the forms of business organization, that is the cooperative societies, that is cooperative organization. So cooperative organization is nothing but working together and with the others for the common purpose. Okay, so the cooperative form of organization, cooperative form of business or organization is a different form of business enterprises. So in this form, the main motive is not the earning profit. So what is the main motive? That is mutual help. Okay, so it works with the main principles of each for all and all for each. Okay, next, the cooperative society or cooperative organization is the voluntary association of persons who join together for the mutual help. Voluntarily association of person, this is a very important word. Okay, it is a voluntarily association of persons who join together for the mutual help, and the minimum of 10 persons are required to form the cooperative society. So the registration of cooperative society is compulsory, and the capital of cooperative organization is contributed by the members only. So the capital is contributed by the members in the form of the share capital. Okay, and the cooperative organization can also raise their fund as a loan from the banks, that is from the financial institutions also. Okay, so this is the introduction part of cooperative organization. Next, we are going to see what are all the features of cooperative organization. In this, the first one is the voluntary membership, that is voluntary association or voluntary membership. So the cooperative society is a voluntary association of the persons. Any person can join the cooperative society if the person has the common interest. Okay, so there is no restriction on the entry or exit of the members from this organization. So they can join or leave the cooperative organization of their own interest. So in this type of organization, the membership is open to all the members irrespective of their caste and religion. That is the voluntary membership. Okay, the next one is the legal status. What is the legal status of the cooperative organization? So in this cooperative organization, it is the compulsory for the cooperative society to register under the Cooperative Society Act. So there is a separate Cooperative Society Act, and this organization is to be registered under this act, and it is a compulsory. So after registration, the cooperative organization gets a separate legal entity. So what is the meaning for that? That is, it is considered as a separate from its members. So it is considered separate from its members. So the cooperative organization can buy and sell the property in its own name, and they can enter into the contract by the use of their own name. That is the legal status. So the death, in case of death or insolvency, or if any if a member or not able to continue the business, it does not affect the continuity of the cooperative society. Okay, the next one is the limited liability. So the liability of the members of cooperative society is limited to the extent of the amount which is contributed by the members as a capital. Okay, wow? That is the limited liability. It is one of the feature of cooperative organization. Next one is the control factor. So in cooperative society, the power to take the decision its lies is in the hands of an elected managing committee. So there is the election which is to be organized by the members in the organization, and after the election, as per the vote, the person is that is there will be the head after the election. Okay, so all the decisions is in the hands of the elected managing committee. So the committee is elected through the voting of the members. Okay, the next one is service motive. Next one is the service motive. So we already studied in the introduction part itself, that is the main motive of cooperative society is to provide the services to its members and not to earn the profit. So earning profit is a secondary motive for this type of organization, and it is not the main motive of cooperative organization. Okay, next one is the formation of the cooperative society. So as per the Kerala Cooperative Societies Act, there should be the at least minimum members. Okay, so who is belonging to the same locality or occupations or having the common economic need. So what is the how many members? That should be at least 10 members to form the cooperative society, and it should be registered under the Cooperative Societies Act. Okay, the next one is formation of the cooperative society. These members are called the promoters. So the members who are joined in the cooperative society to render the services, that members are called the promoters. So they should present a joint application to the registrar of cooperative society. So they have to submit a application to the registrar of that cooperative societies. Okay, next one is, so this application, so in this application there are some of the details should be contained in that application. So we have to know what are all the details, that is the name of the society, what is the aim and objective of that society, where it is going to operate, and what is the nature of the members' liability, whether it is limited or unlimited, and what is the that is the particulars relating to the capital which is invested by means of the share, that is the capital which is invested is called as the share capital, and what are the copy of the bylaws, some of the norms and rules regulations of the society. Okay, so all these particulars should be is included in the application. Okay, next one is the registrar. After the verification, the registrar issues the certificate of registration, and thereafter only the society can admit the new members. Okay, so after issuing the certificate of registration, the society can admit the new members. That is called a certificate of registration. Okay, so this is the formation of cooperative organization. Next, the next topic is, what are all the merits of cooperative organization? The first one is equal voting rights. Equal voting rights. That is, the cooperative societies mainly work with the democratic system, that is equal right. Okay, so they are based on the principle of one man, one vote. So all the members are having the equal rights and equal the chances to participate in the management activity, irrespective of the capital which is contributed by that members. Okay, the next one is, the next merit of cooperative society is limited liability. Limited liability. So the liability of the members of cooperative organization is limited to the extent of the capital which is contributed by the members in the cooperative organization. So at the time of the losses, the creditor cannot the creditor cannot claim the members to repay the debt amount on the personal property because the liability is the limited. So the cooperative society should take the in charge of repaying the debt to the creditors. Okay, that is called as the limited liability. So it is one of the merits of cooperative organization. Next one is the stable existence. Next one is stable existence. So the cooperative society has a separate legal existence. So at the time of death, insolvency, or the member who are all not able to continue in the business, it will not, we already studied, no, that it does not affect the continuity of the business activity. So the cooperative society has a stable and continuous life. Okay, and it will continue for the long period of time. So it is called as a stable existence. So it is coming as the under the merits of cooperative organization. Okay, and next one is economical functioning, that is economy in operations. Okay, that is the operation of the cooperative organization is somewhat economical. Why it is economical? Because most of the activities are performed by the members themselves. So the activities are performed by the members itself. That is, while purchasing the goods or raw materials, at that time the agent, that is the middleman, are eliminated for their activities. So they can get the raw materials and goods at the low cost. So if there is the middleman, so there is a need of paying certain percentage of amount to the middleman, and there is a chances of misleading. Okay, on the factor of dishonesty, if the person is cheating the members, so at that time the members will suffer certain percentage of loss if they are depend upon the middleman. Okay, so in cooperative society, in purchase of the raw materials or some other goods, the members will purchase the raw materials directly without approaching the middleman. So it reduces the cost. Okay, and another important factor is in cooperative organization, they will not maintain the large amount of stock, the highest value of stock. Okay, and they will have the activities will be in a routine, that is as per the amount of capital which is in the business. As per the capital, they will plan their activity, and there will be they will reduce to borrow the fund from the outsiders or from the other financial institutions. So there is a less chance of repaying the debt or facing the insolvency position and all. Okay, next one is then another merit of cooperative society is support from the government. Okay, so the cooperative organization get various benefits from the government. So what are all the benefits? That is, the government is providing various concessions and rebate in taxes. So they are reducing certain percentage of tax for the cooperative organization. Okay, so this organization can get the raw materials and other production material, spare parts, which is needed for carrying the production activity at a subsidy rate. Subsidy rate means the rate which will be the certain percentage of rate, they will reduce certain percentage from the total cost of the product. Okay, and the government also offering the loan at the lower rate of interest, and the terms and conditions are also in a easy manner to this cooperative organization. So only there is more support from the government to carry out this business organization. Okay, next one is the easy to form, that is easy formation. So the formation of the cooperative organization is a very simple process. Only by having the at least 10 members with a common interest, they can able to start this business organization. So the registration procedure is also very simple and does not involve many legal formalities. Okay, so only it is one of the merit, that is the easy formation of cooperative organization. Okay.